Hi everyone. I am going to work in a couple hours, so I thought it would be fun to do a face of the day with you to show you kind of what I would wear for work, which is more than I would wear to the grocery store or something like that. And I just wanted to get started and kind of go over what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the Veil Primer from Hourglass, of course. This is a product I'm kind of obsessed with. And I'm going to use this for my eyes as well as my face. So it's almost gone. I've had to kind of play with it. This is great under the eyes as well. And by the way, I'm wearing my Bryan Adams shirt, but I am going to change. I swear I don't go to work wearing concert t-shirts, but I'm going to use the, my Nars Sheer Glow. I'm going to put it on this little mirror. Same issue here. This is almost gone. I should have a good empties video for you this month. And I'm going to apply this with a brush. If I can get some of the product out. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to use the F80 from Sigma and just kind of get started. So I have about that much product on the brush. This is really good at hiding imperfections. I love this brush. I love this foundation. This is probably, if I had to pick one all-time favorite foundation, it's this one. And I use it in the color Mont Blanc, which is one of the very lightest shades. It supposedly has a pink undertone. I look at it and I see yellow, but I don't know. That's what they state. Wow, I can't believe how this is almost gone. Alright, so I'm just going to try to even out my skin tone with this. And I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm doing at work today. We are recording a video, kind of for commercial purposes, for this place I work, where I am a makeup artist. And it should be up on my Facebook page here in the near future, which is facebook.com/makeupbyjumana. So if you want to see it, by all means, make sure to like my page for all my updates. And so there's the foundation. Absolutely love it. It just looks very natural and fresh, and yet it dries to a nice finish. It just looks like really good skin. So I'm going to be in the video, and so is a model, and I'm doing her makeup as well. And I want to have good skin in the video. That's the most important thing today. And then I'm going to show you a brown smoky eye, which I did the other day and really enjoyed. I'm going to use the Boots concealer under my eyes. Oh my gosh, I think this is discontinued, which is just really upsetting to me. I have 3 backups, but I'm trying to find my new alternative. I've been playing with the Benefit Fake Up, and it's nice. Gonna try the Nars next. But I do kind of like the lipstick tube kind of applicator. Now I have a blemish here that's kind of dark in tone and is bugging me. So I'm going to use some of this Studio Finish concealer from MAC. And hopefully that will hide it better. I think this is really good for blemishes. Okay, so hopefully I've evened out my skin tone. And now I'm going to take my NARS powder in the color Flesh. And a good fluffy brush. I guess I'll use this one from Real Techniques. This is, what do they call this one? Blush brush. I kind of think it's way too big for blush, but just my opinion. And I'm just going to tap that on top of my foundation, because I do like a nice matte finish. And it's one thing to make a video at your vanity with doing makeup and whatever, but it's another thing altogether to have sort of a production company do something. And it's a lot brighter lighting and just a different type of environment. So it'll be really interesting to see how this look holds up throughout the day. So there's that. I am going to use my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. And this brush, this is a MAC 109. And I'm just going to try to create cheekbones right there. And I'm going to buff that in. Okay. And then I'm going to use this Lorac Pro Powder Cheek Stain in Petal Pink. I'll just use this brush again. It's handy and it's here. I love these blushes. I think I'm going to go and get all of them, to be honest, because they're that good. Lorac is another brand I'm really impressed with. I like Hourglass. I love Lorac. I'm really enjoying Too Faced. All the new eyeshadows from Too Faced. And then I'm just going to go over that blush a little bit with my powder brush. Just buff it in a little so it's not too obvious. And then, excuse me, I'm going to use this. This is a Rose Illumination from Elizabeth Arden. It is a highlighter, easy for me to say, and it's probably my favorite highlighter. It's the one I reach for the most lately. And I'm using this goofy fan brush. I don't know. I don't really care either way for that one. It's fine, but it's nothing to write home about. Okay. So that's the face. I'm going to use my brows, my brow color next. This is the Illamasqua Brow Cake in the color Motto. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush. This brush is really good. It creates the a little bit fuller brow on me, which makes me happy because my brows are kind of puny. Real Techniques brushes, you really can't go wrong. I've had no problems with them at all. I have my favorites, of course, but if you ever have questions about that, just feel free to message me. So that's the brows. And what else? Now I'm going to get started, I guess, on the eyes. I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro palette, which is a super favorite of mine. I absolutely love this palette. I don't leave for work without it ever. I probably will be using it today on the client, and I just enjoy the heck out of it. So let me show you what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be trying to do sort of a brown smoky eye. So I'm going to start with this brush. This is a E55 brush from Sigma. And I'm going to use the color Sable, which is a red-based brown, which works well on green eyes. Use this on the lid. Just like so. And then okay. If you don't have this palette, you should really think about it because it's so diverse. You can do so many looks with it. It's fantastic. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is sort of take the edge of this brush and just kind of bring that up, the brown. Just a little higher. Like that. Okay. So then I'm going to take a clean, I don't even know, E35 brush and just kind of smudge that. Just like that. Just to kind of bring the brown up. Then I'm going to just kind of wipe that off and take the color Cream in this palette and use that as a brow bone highlighter. Now, because I'm going to be on film today, not just here in my bedroom, but at the store there, I don't want a ton of shimmer today. Maybe a teeny bit, but nothing over the top at all. Next, I'm going to take this tiny pencil brush and the color Sable again and take it under the lower lash line. Just like that. Okay. Just going to kind of smudge that with the end of my finger, like that. Okay. So then I'm going to take this pencil brush that has seen better days. I swear this used to be white. And this is also a Sigma pencil brush, but you could use any pencil brush. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to set that there, and before I do that, I'm going to use my eye kohl and my waterline. This is Feline from MAC. Just like that. I like to do a pretty thick layer of that so it'll stay put. Okay. And I'm going to line the upper lash line like I always do, but okay. Now I'm going to take the pencil brush I had just pulled out, just use the end of it like this, and I'm going to kind of smudge this and take it up a little bit higher. Then I'm going to kind of go that direction, like that, toward the eyebrows. So it's kind of a cat eye, but just with the shadow. It's kind of, I believe on my eyes, I don't particularly like the look of a strong cat eye, but with shadow I think it's soft and it works. In my opinion, I like it. So that is how I'm doing that. And then I'm just going to take this initial brush again, this tiny pencil brush, and the color Nude, which is an amazing shimmer color here. And I'm going to